What up, boxing world? It's your boy, Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les, and I am back. I am excited because we have a full schedule of boxing ahead of us this weekend. And folks, it's been a while since we've had exciting fights, a full schedule of these exciting fights in a long time. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we have Triple G taking on Murata. Listen, Triple G's been out of the ring for about 15 months, so he's making his return, and it's already been rumored that if he gets past Murata, he will be fighting Canelo for the third time. I'm just excited to see Triple G back in the ring. Even though he has gotten older, I do believe he is still in the upper echelon of fighters. It sucks to me that he has never fought Jamal Charlo, that he has never fought Boo Boo Andrade, even though they were on the same network for the previous 3 years. It sucks that fights like that hasn't been made. It seems like he has been stuck on fighting Canelo. I understand it. I don't think that I would have taken my career that way, but hey, Triple G, prior to fighting Canelo, was one of the best middleweights they were considering in the history of boxing. I wouldn't go that far. He was probably the best, one of the best in this generation, but I'm just excited to see him back in the ring. He looked a little older during the press conference that he had with Morata this week. So it looks like the age is catching up to him in appearance. We will see if that takes an effect on him, if the age has an effect on him in the ring. I'm just excited to see him back in the ring. And because the fight takes place in Japan, it will air in the Eastern time zone around 8:10, 8:15 a.m. according to reports. So I will be waking up early on my Saturday to check that fight out. And hopefully Triple G's age won't affect him that much in the ring. They say the last thing to go is your power, and we know that he was mainly known for his power. He also had good boxing ability. So I'm just looking forward to seeing him back in the ring. And I'm looking forward to see what he could still offer to the sport. In spite of all of my speculation, his age, how he looked at the press conference, I'm going to go with my heart here, and I'm still going to pick Triple G. A lot of folks are saying that he's going to end the fight early. I'm not sure about that. I believe he will knock some of the ring rust off in the early rounds, and in the mid to late rounds, he will knock out Murata. And hopefully Canelo can get past his, and then Canelo and Triple G will fight next. I'm personally not looking forward to the Triple G and the Canelo 3 rematch. I mean, it is a decent fight, but we already saw it twice, and we saw what happened the first 2 fights. I honestly believe that Canelo would knock Triple G out. He would stop Triple G in a third fight, especially considering his age. Nonetheless, he has to get past Murata first, and I do believe he will do so in the mid to late rounds via a knockout. Next up, we have Ryan Garcia making his return to the ring versus Togo. Togo is an African, I want to say, from Ghana, a fighter from Ghana, and he only has 1 loss on his record, and that was in his professional debut. So a lot of people are just penciling in Ryan Garcia as the victor to this fight. I am not so quick to do so because this is a valuable opponent. This is a tough opponent. This is a strong opponent, and Ryan Garcia has been out of the ring for quite some time. I believe it's been over a year. His last fight was in January of 2021, and we are now in April of 2022. So he's been out of the ring for some time, and Togo, he is a viable opponent. He is a tough opponent from all things that I've seen. So We're going to see how this fight goes. I do ultimately pick Ryan Garcia to win via a decision, whether it be a split decision or a unanimous decision. I believe that he will pull it out, but it's not going to be as easy as a lot of people are projecting this fight to be. I don't believe he will knock Togo out. If I'm wrong, of course, I'll come on here in my reaction video and admit that I was wrong. However, I believe that Ryan Garcia will be victorious, but I believe it'll have to go to the judges' scorecards. And last but most certainly not least, the most intriguing fight of this weekend is Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. Listen here, folks. This one is a really tough fight to call because Sebastian Fundora is about, you hear his height anywhere being from 6'4" to 6'7". So we're just going to go in the middle. We're going to say 6'5", 6'6". He's a tall guy. He is a tall guy, period. Especially for the super welterweight division, the 154-pound division. He is extremely tall. He has extremely long arms. However, the criticism that we have had of him in the past is that he doesn't use that length to his advantage. He likes to fight on the inside. And that's where I believe he will get in trouble with Erickson Lubin. Listen, we all know Erickson Lubin because he got knocked out by Charlo in the first round. However, since then, he has turned that loss around. I'm talking about he has picked strategic fights. He has looked good in those fights. You can see his improvement in technique, improvement in power, just improvement overall as a boxer, including his IQ. Him and Kevin Cunningham have done tremendous work to build this fighter back up. And he does extremely well on the inside. So if Fundora chooses to go blow for blow with Erickson Lubin on the inside, I believe that Erickson Lubin could pull off the victory and hit him with one of those liver shots, and he could possibly get Fundora out of there. But if Fundora chooses to use his length, it could be a long night for Erickson Lubin. This is a 50-50 fight, folks, and I am so excited to watch it, man. This is a very intriguing matchup. Fundora has been built up as the next face of boxing, the next greatest thing in boxing, especially with his height and size. They compared him to Thomas the Hitman Hearn. He was taller and lengthy, and he had power in that right hand. Fundora does have some power, especially to be as skinny as he looks. But we all know physics. When you have that torque, and especially the length that it travels and the speed that it travels, it can produce some power. So it's going to be a very exciting matchup. In fact, this is the fight that I'm looking forward to the most this weekend, just because it's a 50-50 fight. It could go either way. However, I am picking Erickson Lubin to be the victor of this fight. I'm picking Erickson Lubin for the win. I just believe that he has a lot of momentum right now. Sebastian Fundora, his last fight, he did decide to fight on the outside, and he didn't look the best, didn't look the most comfortable. We could see if he worked on that in training camp, and we will see if he picked up anything new. However, I do believe that Erickson Lubin's ring IQ, his tenacity, and just the improvements that he's shown since the Charlo loss, I believe that he will be victorious, and I believe he will chop the tree down, and I believe he will be victorious in this fight. All right, folks, it's a full schedule ahead of us. I will be back with my reaction video. I will be reviewing all of the fights that took place that I just talked about. Let me know who you think's gonna win versus in the Triple G versus Ryota Murata fight, the return of Ryan Garcia versus Emmanuel Togo, and Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. And as always, like and share this video with others. That's the only way that we're going to grow. So I appreciate you. That's all that I had. It's your boy Boxing LJ, aka Left Hook Les, and I am out.